This will be one of the signature moves this winter. Trust me, the Milwaukee Brewers are good, and they got a legit slugger who joins us now on MLB Tonight, Rhys Hoskins. Rhys, congratulations on the deal. I asked Josh Hader earlier in the show about being a free agent. You guys dream about what that would be like your entire career, and you finally got your first taste of the apple. What was the experience like for you?
Yeah, really a privilege within our game, right? There's not that many guys that reach the free agent market. But it was slow, really. That probably accentuated itself after missing a full year with injury, but slow pretty much from the onset. Often what would happen was a couple teams would call and express interest. Things would happen for a couple days, kind of in a flurry, and then nothing would happen for a couple weeks. So frustrating at times, but you're confident in the representation that you have and the resume that you've put together. You're just hoping for the right match with the team that will show up eventually, and in my eyes, it did with the Brewers.
Rhys, hey, it's Sean Casey. Congrats on the contract. And last year, obviously, being a tough year, being out the whole season. How tough was it for you knowing that your time in Philly was coming to an end at the end of the year here?
Yeah, it was just different, It's the organization that drafted me in 2014. I debuted there in 2017. Spent the bulk of my 20s there. I've turned from a college kid, hopefully, to somewhat more of a man there with my time in Philly. So it's just going to be different, really. Different is not bad, or usually isn't bad. But I'm excited for the change. I'm excited for some of the new challenges and obstacles that will be thrown my way. But like I said, excited more so just to get going with having missed a full year.
Rhys, Jake Peavy, congrats, buddy. I think Milwaukee is getting a stud and somebody who's going to be driven. You had a front row seat. I can't imagine how it was being a huge part of 22 and that magic, then having to sit. But sitting, sometimes you can learn. What did you sit back from afar and learn that you hope to take to Milwaukee and recreate with the new bunch?
Yeah, Jake, you're exactly right, man. I watched a lot of baseball over the past year. I got a front row seat being, right in the dugout. And fortunately for myself, I haven't spent a ton of time in a dugout, during a big league game. So really just getting to listen in on some of the conversations that some of the other hitters were having, or bench guys that, they're noticing different things on the field that I had never really seen the game through that lens. Getting to listen to talk to and listen to some of the pitchers on how they might attack opposing players, or if a guy takes a bad swing, are you immediately going back to that same pitch? Just like little nuances like that I had never seen the game from that lens. So to your point, I feel like I learned a good bit. I got some different perspective, which I think only helps us grow as players. So I'm looking forward to using that, learning from the guys in Milwaukee. There's a former Cy Young, a former MVP, all the talents in the world coming up from the minor leagues, and a lot of talent from a young guy perspective. So really just eager to sit down and talk the game with those guys and learn as much as I can.
This signing got me so excited when I heard it. It reminds me when the Brewers landed another right-handed bat. And I know you're old enough to remember this. Richie Sexson in 2001 spent 3 years in Milwaukee. Look at your 162 averages for your career. Both of you, 36 homers, around 100 RBIs, OPS almost the same. People out of sight, out of mind, right? Rhys Hoskins can hit. Yeah. Look at his 162 average, folks. 36 and 98. And in 2001, Richie Sexson, his first year with the Brewers, hit 45 bombs, drove in 125. His second year, 29 homers, 102 RBIs. His third year, 45 bombs, 124 RBIs. Rhys, I'm telling you right now, this is my prediction. I think you're going to have Richie Sexton's success in Milwaukee. Tell me why I'm right.
Well, I'll take that. I'll take that every day. For 38 and 45 and 120, sign me up, really. But I think, if that's the case, my guess is that the Brewers are winning a lot of games. There's a lot of guys on base, good things happening up and down the lineup. So I'll take that. I remember Richie Sexton. I'm a fan of the game. The the bat looking like a toothpick in his hands just because of how big and strong he was. But you know, like you said, it's a great place to go hit. It's a competitive environment, which I think before everything else brings the best out in all of us athletes. So again, I'm just excited to be a part of it, and excited to see what I can do to help these guys to bring another division championship back to Milwaukee.
And you're already bringing a playoff beard with you on day one, which we all appreciate. Rhys Hoskins, congratulations on the deal. Best of luck in 2024. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Excited to be back out on the field.